Well, hey, in today's video, I want to talk to you about three things that are missing from your business and how it is stopping the growth of your business. Those three things are: one, you don't have an offer. If you do have an offer, it's not an offer that somebody wants. Two, you're not talking enough about your offer, or maybe you're not even talking about your offer at all. And number three, you're talking to the wrong people about your offer. So I'm going to do a deeper dive into all three of these. But before I do, if you are unfamiliar with me, I am Cecelia Faye Morris, also known as the Digital Marketing Maven. And I teach business owners how to build their brand and their business online using automation, AI, Facebook, and Instagram, since Facebook owns Instagram. And for whatever site you're watching me on, give me some likes, drop some hearts, maybe leave a comment. But if you're YouTube, make sure you subscribe and click that bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. So let's get into the three things that are missing from your business, starting with your offer. Now, a lot of times what people do is they give people what they want instead of giving the people what the people want. For example, a lot of times, I'm going to take you to a book, right? A lot of times people are like, I want to tell my story. I want to write this book. Nobody cares about your story unless your story is going to share some big revelation of how you took your rags to riches, scenario and made lemonade out of lemons, right? If you just want to share your story about, your childhood, your sister, your brother, your parents, or whatever, that's a good book to do, like a vanity book, but it's not a good book to do if you want to grow your business. So you're giving people what you want them to have. I just use the book as an example instead of what the people actually want. So let me give you an example. So if I wanted to do a book about how to shift from being a full-time career woman in corporate America to how I transitioned into digital marketing, a little bit of my story makes sense, right? I mean, I was an engineer for 25 years. I did work for multiple companies, a couple of them in the top 1,000 list of the Forbes list. So that information is relevant, but it's only relevant to explain why I left and how I transitioned. So again, I'm just using the book as an example, but there's other things that we do and that we are putting out into the universe that are giving people what they want instead of what they want to have. So let me give you a digital marketing example. So a lot of times we're creating these lead magnets without any guidance or input on what the audience is already consuming. So when you are creating your lead magnet, give the people what they want. How can you find out what they want? Well, let me tell you. There's a few ways you can do it. Number one, you can just troll social media and see what people are already looking at, what they're already consuming. You can look at what the industry leaders are doing and do something similar. I am the queen of trolling my industry leaders. I am always signing up for their stuff because I want to see, I want to reverse engineer. What does their landing page look like? What is their offer? What did they say for FAQs? So I'm always signing up for my industry leader stuff because most of the people that I'm following in my industry have either been in it longer or they have a bigger wallet than I have. So it makes more sense for me to see what they're doing, because if they're doing it, it must be working, because they wouldn't be doing it if they weren't making money. The other way that you can do it, which I also love, is by using ChatGPT. By using ChatGPT, you can put information in there about your product, your service, your opportunity, your audience. If you don't have a product, service, or opportunity, you can put information in there about your audience. And you can ask ChatGPT to help you come up with 5 lead magnets that will be attractive to your audience. And then once you pick the one out of those 5, you can ask ChatGPT to help you develop that lead magnet. So how does this work? Well, I'm also glad you asked. So for example, one of the things that I have done on my journey to entrepreneurship is I realized that I wasn't getting enough sleep. And so a friend of mine introduced me to all natural biohacking and nootropics. If you're not familiar, biohacking is a way to make healthy diet and lifestyle changes to improve your overall health and well-being. It's not anything weird like putting electrodes under your skin. And nootropics are supplements that we take to improve our brain power and capacity, our cognitive abilities to concentrate, focus, and get ish done. So that's what I was introduced to when I started, my journey, because I wasn't getting enough sleep, and sleep was it was affecting other areas of my life. So how do I introduce my audience to this whole concept of nootropics, which is ultimately where I want them to go? Well, I started asking ChatGPT questions. First, it said, gave me like a list of 5. One of them was a quiz. I was like, that's pretty cool. Let me do a sleep quiz. So I did a sleep quiz, and then I tested it with my audience. And when I say test with my audience, I mean, I went to Facebook and ran some ads to my audience to see if they were receptive to the sleep quiz, which they were. Great, right? So then I needed to have something to send them to after they took the quiz. So once they took the quiz, what did I do? I asked ChatGPT to help give me some ideas on what I could do to create a value ladder for my client to get them to the next thing, which was a course on all natural biohacking and nootropics, right? So I'm just giving you this as an example of the offers that you can create. So option 1 is to troll social media, find your influencers in your niche, see what they're doing, and do something similar. Option 2 is to tell ChatGPT who your audience is, tell them what your niche is in terms of what it is that you want to offer, and then let ChatGPT give you some ideas of things that you can offer. Number 2, as to why your business or the thing that your business is missing, the second thing is you are not talking enough about your offer, or you're not talking at all about your offer, right? One of the things my friend told me for my last birthday, he's like, I want you to get out of the house at least twice a week, and it can't be the grocery store or the gas station. He's like, Prince Charming is not going to come to your door and knock on the door and say, hey, I've been looking for you. The only way it's going to happen is if I get myself out there, right? And the same thing happens with you and your offer. So now that you got this offer, you got to start telling people about it. But you don't talk about your offer in a way that is going to be off-putting, right? Nobody wants to know that you have the latest skin cream that comes from a flower that only blooms twice a year at the top of the Himalayan mountains. They don't care about that. What they do care, does it get rid of crepey skin? Does it help reduce wrinkles? Does it help you stay moisturized? You want to talk about the benefits and not the features, right? You just can't keep get my offer, get my offer. You want to talk about what people are looking for by using your product, service, or opportunity. What can they expect to get out of the deal? You always want to talk about the whip effect. So now you got your offer. Now you're talking about your offer. So those are 2 things that you no longer should be missing in your business. And I know you're not going to develop all that from this little video, but you get the gist of where I'm going with this, right? So now that you're talking about it, now you have to make sure you're talking to the right people. And that's why, me personally, I integrate a lot of paid marketing strategies in my business, because I'm able to laser target and focus on the people that would be most interested in my product, service, or opportunity. Now, I still post stuff on my Facebook pages, on all my social sites, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, all of them get the same post every single day. However, I kind of switch it up a little bit, because when I use paid marketing, I'm targeting my audience in a way that is directly speaking to them. I've got over 19,000 people on my Facebook business page. I've got over 5,000 people on my Facebook personal page. I don't keep track of my Instagram or Threads people, but I know I've got like over 5,000 on my LinkedIn. However, organically, it's only being shown to 2, maybe 3, possibly 4% of the people. But when I use paid advertising, it's going to 100% of the people that are interested in doing business with me. Now, that doesn't mean that because it's going to the people most likely wanting to do business with me, that everybody's going to want what I have. It doesn't mean that I'm going to hit a home run right out the park. What it does do, it allows me to quickly test the viability of my offer. If I'm making, and a lot of people say, well, if you can't give it away for free, then don't try to sell it. That's not the point, in my opinion, of paid advertising. The point of paid advertising is to fail forward and fail fast. If you put something out to your audience and they're not picking up what you're putting down, scrap it and do something else. You can spend $10, $15, $20 to find out if you have a good idea that your audience wants, versus spending hours and hours waiting for someone to pick up what you're putting down, because you're trolling and posting in all of these groups, because you're sending these fake friend requests, because you're going and hopping into people's DMs just because they dropped a comment on your post. Those are all ways to do business organically that I just choose not to do, because paid advertising does the job for me. And then whatever I post on my page organically, the people who are interested in me, then they reach out to me that way. So that is the third thing that is missing from your business. So let's do a quick recap. Number one, you don't have an offer, or if you do have an offer, it's an offer nobody wants because you're giving them what you want them to have instead of giving them what they want. Number two, you're not talking about your offer, or if you are talking about it, you're talking about it in a way that's not attractive to your audience, so they're not picking up what you're putting down. And then number three, you're talking to the wrong people about your offer, because if you think about it, most of the people on your personal Facebook page are probably your mama, your cousin, and them. Now, if you do have a business page, I hope you didn't spend all your business real estate inviting your mama and cousin and them to your business page, because on your business page, that 3 to 5% is only the most active 3 to 5%. So if the most active people on your business page are your mama, your cousin, and them, guess what? The people who need to see the stuff on your page aren't seeing it because you've already crammed it full of people who will never be interested in buying anything from you. So it's all about talking to the right people, but doing it in a way that is strategic, which is why I love paid marketing strategies. And if you're not using paid marketing strategies in your business, then I have to ask, why are you in business? Do you really want a business, or do you just want a hobby? All right, friends. So if you got value from this video, today's video, 3 things that are missing from your business, and you want more tips like this, then I invite you to join me for a VIP Ask Me Anything Digital and Network Marketing. It's a VIP day that I am offering to my following to help you get off the struggle bus and get onto the bullet train of success. So if you're interested in joining me for this VIP day, click somewhere around this video so you can get signed up. That is it for today's video. I am Cecelia Faye Morris, the digital marketing maven, and wherever you're watching me, give me some likes, some hearts, drop a comment, and if it's YouTube, subscribe and click that bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. That's it for this video. Bye for now.